Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on live stream music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming again today, you're very, very welcome. I trust you enjoyed my last video 800 on Jennifer Rush. And of course, she had that amazing song in the 80s, The Power of Love, which was also covered by Celine Dion and Michael Crawford. No Whispers in the Morning, Lovers Entwined at Night, I'm Your Lady, You're a Man. All of the troubles and scaredness I had is no longer. We looked at the power of love. Love is patient and kind, and love is the thing that keeps us together. So Tricia found that one encouraging. And encouragement always is that if you're at the start of a relationship, love is patient and kind. Even before you say the words, just get in there, get that in there, because the culture will be going the right way. Well, going from there to Sydney 2007, we had Luke Steele. Now, he was involved with a band called the Sleepy Jackson, and he was very much singing. Nick Littlemore, band Panau, very much on drums. These guys did meet in 2000, and they started to do some collaborating, and it pretty well discovered that Panau was going to be the vehicle for these two going forward. And they went from more experimental music to more vocal centered. And actually, it was at this point that Elton John took notice of these guys, said, I think you guys, there's just something about you that is good. Around that time, Luke was in Perth and Nick was in Sydney. And it was during that time that they were starting to collaborate remotely and do songwriting. And it was decided in 2007 that they were going to record an album. But that just had to be put off for a little bit because the band Panau was kind of taking priority a little bit. But in 2008, they decided, well, let's change our name to Empire of the Sun. And this is the band we're talking about today. Now, if you have not heard of these guys have got quite a fantastic international reputation, starting all the way in Australia. These guys are very eclectic, they're ethereal, powerful, tender, very thought-provoking lyrics. And one of the hallmarks of this band is Luke's headpiece that he wears. So when he is live, he really dresses himself up with gigantic headpieces and the Meg the Merciless robe. And so when you go to an Empire of the Sun concert, you just get swept away by this theatrical performance. It's more than just music, it's a theatrical performance. But behind this incredible theatrical skill is some very, very, very good songs indeed. Empire of the Sun really are quite a complete unit in many, many ways. The album Walking on a Dream got released in 2008. And this album was a little bit anticipated because it got to number 8 in the ARIA charts. ARIA stands for Australian Record Industry Association. So Australia well and truly was taking notice of these guys. In fact, taking notice of them so much that they would go on to win some ARIA awards around that time. You can see already that there's an eclecticness, but behind this we've got a very solid rock pop beat happening. It's just all-encompassing, beautiful music. We Are the People was the song off that album, got to number 24. We've got a live version of this one below, and you'll see what I mean by the headpiece. It's pretty compelling. And this song's very, very smooth indeed. Just beautiful, smooth production. We've also got the song Walking on a Dream. Now, some lines for this song. Is it real now? Two people become one. Thought I'd never see the love you found in me. So we're past that initial dating bit. We're past that uncertainty, that unsureness about this other person, and you're starting to believe and dream that perhaps there's something more to this than than just normal dating. You're starting to build your life around that person. You're talking, texting most days. You look forward to the times when you catch up. You look forward to times when when you're together. You find peace, you find wholeness, you find contentment. You find everything that you didn't think was possible. You find love. And love is the thing. We talk about making love. Well, it's the other way around. Love makes us. Love is patient and kind. So when that's in there, all of the fire and the passion and the sparks and the affection, all of that's there as well. But it's round the other way. Love is the thing that motivates it. You're not trying to get that stuff to get to love. Love gets you to it. It's a different way of looking at it. So when we do get to, is it real now, two people becoming one? Talking about there are still two people, right? With thoughts, imagines and hopes, but the relationship becomes the priority for these two people. It becomes the thing that they want more than anything else. So when you are holding each other as you do, and you're just holding each other, you're not doing anything else, you're just holding each other. That song by Snow Patrol, Counting Cars, if I just lay here, will you lie with me and just forget the day? If I just lie here, that's it. So you're just lying there with each other, the world disappears. And you get this feeling of oneness. Walking on a dream. We do hope for things like this, don't we? We do hope for life to become like this, and when it actually happens, boy, it's amazing. It is possible for two to become one. For two people to give and to take, to move towards a new way of being with that other person. So I thought I'd never see the love you found in me. And this is a beautiful thing too, as you are loved. It's really, really cool too that you are able to love somebody else. And so we do say I love you quite often, but at the same time you say, hey, you know what? I love the way that you love me. So all of that effort, all of that work that the other person is doing is acknowledged. It's almost like, if you hear I love you and you come back straight, oh, I love you too. No, I love you. Just let that sit for a minute. You are loved. You've got someone devoted to you. So you let that sink in. You might do a bit of a smile or a bit of a handhold, and then say, hey, you know what? Wow, I love you too. And say, I love you often. At the same time though, we don't own love. Love is not something we can control. Because one day you're in love and one day you weren't in love and next day you are. How do you get from one to the other? Who knows? So when you say I love you, it's more like, hey, I'm so happy to be in love with you. If both people are in love, well, that's when in love actually happens. In love doesn't happen until both people are there. So you cannot have one person in love and the other person not, because that's not in love. Now, there's a beautiful sculpture down at Glenelg near where I live of a big love heart, and what you can do is you can actually sort of sit or lay on the edges of that, and one person lies one way and the other person sits the other, and you're in love. It's a beautiful, beautiful take on what love actually is. And love is bigger than us. It enables us to live beyond our wildest dreams. So we are working on a dream, and it's an absolutely stunning song from Empire of the Sun, and so good to be able to reflect on it today. Empire of the Sun did actually go on an international tour at this point. I mean, wow, look at this, Europe and the United States. They would then release it Standing on the Shore. I got a live version of that below. And as I've already said, Luke was actually very much getting into the gigantic headpiece and being the merciless robe, and so you would go to an Empire of the Sun concert for an experience. But he did need to have a bit of a break around this time because he was suffering from exhaustion. He does sing, he puts everything into his performances, he also plays guitar, and so he just needed to have a bit of a break, and why not? They would come back in 2010 though with some festivals, including the Future Music Festival and the Vive Latina Festival in Mexico City. They would debut in the US at the Lollapalooza Festival. And it was around that time that We Are the People would top the German singles chart. In 2013, the album Ice on the Dune was released. What a great album title, that one. The album, the single Alive, we've got official and live clip of that one below. Loving every minute. And this is the thing about being in a relationship of love. Every minute is absolutely amazing. You just long for every moment. And relationships are all about making moments, aren't they? Making moments that you'll remember for the rest of your life. 2015, these guys played in the Hollywood Bowl. So there we go. That's pretty huge right there. In 2016, the album Two Vines was released. And the song High and Low, we've got an official clip and a studio version of this one below. This is all about the innocence, but also the bravery of youth, impetuousness of youth, which is what the world needs. Many great things in the world today exist because of that vibe that the young people have. I mean, Steve Jobs started Apple when he was about 20. And Apple is the way Apple is today. Many, Bill Gates started Microsoft when he was only a kid as well. This is the way that the world works. If you work hard, you can make it in this world. So we've got official and studio clip of High and Low below. In 2024, the album Ask That God was released. So Empire of the Sun, I've actually released 4 albums from about 2007 till about now, and they've released about 20 singles. They've sold about 5.5 million albums, so in the scheme of things, pretty good. They've won 7 ARIA Awards, 2 APRA Awards, they're both Australia, and 1 World Music Award, which is pretty cool. So the links to those 7 clips are in the description below. As I look at this quite unique Australian band today, very proud Australian as I actually look at these guys today. And the link to Jennifer Rush, if you want to recap on her, is also below, so feel free to check her out. Well, that's it for today. Next time we're going to get on to Lauren Daigle. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.